Hey guys, it's Danibelle. We are back on our new island of Isabelle, and yeah, big things for today. So check this out behind us. We finally have our resident services building. Yay! It's a big step in the game. I'm super excited for this. So let's see what Tom has to say. Oh, look, it's Isabelle. Oh. She's so cute. Oh, her little voice. I love Isabelle. So this is just basically saying that she's going to be the support and resident services, and that the duties will be divided between Tom and Isabelle. Oh, so cute. This is exciting too, because now that we have our building in our real plaza, not just the dirt but the brick, we'll actually be able to open up all of the holiday events too in the game. So this is really exciting, because going forward now, that means that any of the holiday NPCs that normally would show up, or any big holiday events in the plaza, will now take place. So that's pretty awesome too. So cute. Yes, we need to do a ceremony to commemorate. Absolutely, I agree. Oh, this is really exciting. So this is good news, because it means we're definitely heading in the right direction, getting through some of the storyline here to open up all the goodies that the game has to offer afterwards. So yeah. Oh, it's Piper. Hey, Piper. She's so cute. I like to try to check in with my villagers once a day if I can. So since she's out, just figured I would say hi. Oh, look at these little Peppies always talking about being famous and stars. Let's check in with Lily. Her house is right here. Just want to see what she's up to real quick, and then we'll go about our day. Let's see what she's up to. Oh, she's crafting. Ooh, maybe I'll get a new DIY recipe. Look how little. She's so short. Like, I can't even hardly see her over her table. I think she needs a little step stool. Oh, Western stone. Isn't that like a gravestone? It's kind of a downer. Oh well. Alright, Lily, we'll leave you to your crafting. Alright. So now that we've checked in with her, let's see. I know we're going to have to do probably a lot of talking to Tom Nook today. We're at that stage in the game when he's going to be prompting us to do all of the various things that we need to accomplish to kind of push towards our goal of KK coming. So I kind of wanted to see if there's any DIY bottles on the beach. That's definitely something I like to try to do every morning and every day when I play. And we checked in with those two. Let's see how Beau is doing. He's over here across the river. I didn't see him wandering around, so hopefully he's at home. Let's check in on him too. I love his little log cabin house. Isn't it so cute? I think it's going to be perfect for our forest theme. Oh, poor baby Beau. Oh, he's sick. Poor guy. He's got the sweats. Oh, his nose, and he needs tissues. Okay, so we need to get him some medicine. So anybody that's new, if your villagers are sick like this and you happen upon them at home, sick in their jammies, all feverish and sweaty, the first thing you should do is definitely get them some medicine. Shame on me, because I usually have some in my pockets at all times, just in case I get stung or something like this should happen, but I don't have any. So let's pop into Nook's Cranny, and you can buy some medicine from the cupboard. So I think that's what we need to do, just to go get him some medicine he needs. Poor guy. Ooh, look at the items for sale today. All right, first things first, we need to get Beau some medicine. So we will get that for him. Buy a few extras just in case we get stung later or something. You never know. Okay, got that. All right, real quick, since we're in here, I'm going to buy this cute little drying rack. This is a really fun item. I love it. It comes in a few different colors, and I think it's cute in front of the Evil Sisters store when we get to that point, so I'm just gonna grab this iron as well. Might as well since we're already in here. And then look, today we got 2 green things. We've got a little typewriter and looks like a little cassette player. So anytime I can get an item that I can play music with, like this little cassette player, and register our songs in and put outside to have some music going, I think it's a good buy. So we'll get one of those too. Okay, now back to Beau. Poor fellow. It's just a miserable feeling. Go back across the river. I really need a bridge right here. This is a spot I feel like I cross all the time, so as soon as we can, we gotta put a bridge there for sure, guys. Poor buddy. So I know that you can definitely get a lot of friendship points from helping out a villager if you bring them medicine when they're sick like this. So we're gonna give him medicine and hopefully we'll hear the little chime to know that we're doing a good deed and getting some friendship points with him. So I know that there has been times in the past when I've either skipped a day or haven't been paying attention and didn't realize that one of my villagers was sick, and that definitely takes away from your friendship points. So I do think it's helpful. Oh, he gave me a sweater. Thanks, bud. I do think it's important to check in with everybody, you know, just to make sure they're not stuck at home sick like that. That's really a bummer. So I'm glad we could help out Beau. Worked out. We got some friendship points. That's always a plus. Let's go back across here, see if we can get back towards resident services, because I do want to see what's next in this whole process of trying to get through the storyline. Oh, look at Isabelle. She's getting the counter now. Look how cool it is in here. This is totally different than what we had before with the tent. This is pretty awesome. It's like a full-on building now. Oh, so cute. I love her little voice. I'm really glad that they at least put her in some daily role in this game for New Horizons. Okay, so duties are split between the 2. Okay, so Isabelle's going to be doing all the things with island inquiries, ratings, complaints, if you have a complaint with the villager, that sort of thing. Once we get to a point where we can decorate our flag and create a song, she would be the girl to see, and then all the other stuff, like upgrading houses, moving buildings, building bridges, stuff like that, it's going to be with Tom Nook. So you basically just sit at whatever seat, depending on what you want to accomplish. So let's see what he has to say. So we need to... Okay, so building bridges and inclines, he's sort of explaining that to us, things like that that we can do to try to improve our island rating. Let's, I think let's do our ceremony for resident services, because I feel like that's a big one. I mean, I'm not going to say I want to do a ceremony for every bridge I build or anything like that, but I feel like getting the resident services building is a big deal. It's a real landmark in the game. Plus, you get to see all your villagers together, which is a great way to take a picture and just sort of commemorate like who you have in the beginning of the game. It's kind of fun. Yay! Oh, so cute. Isabelle. Her little voice, though. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you do all of your ceremonies when they come up in the feed for Tom, or do you usually just skip them? I feel like I did every single one the first time I played through, and then the second time I played through the game, I maybe did one. But this time, since we're sort of recording everything and commemorating all the steps in the process, I did want to at least do a couple of them on here, so I feel like this is a pretty big one, so... Yay! Love the confetti, love it. Super cute. Okay, cool. So we got that done. I have a feeling we're gonna have to do something else today. Oh, it put us back outside. Let's go back in. I'm not really sure why it does that. It just sort of kicks you out after the ceremony. All right, we'll go back in. We're gonna talk to Tom because I want to see what we need to do next. He mentioned something about bridges and inclines, so I'm guessing before we can get up to a 3-star rating, we're probably gonna have to do at least one of those things, if not more. So let's see, what should we do? How to help out? Primed for major offense. Big plans. Tell me more. Okay, so this is where he officially unveils the whole idea that we are trying to have a goal of having KK Slider come to the island. This sort of like the grand hurrah, like the grand finale, if you will, for the storyline. So this is when he officially announces it and sort of explains what all those secretive phone conversations were all about before. So now we're gonna try to talk to him again. A lot of talking to Tom today. And let's see. Project KK, yep, that's what he calls it. Main stages are we need more visitors to come to our island, we need more folks to move here, and we need to increase the image, is what he's telling us. So we need more tourists and residents. Okay. Oh, yay! Okay, super. This is amazing. So I wasn't expecting this, but we're getting our campsite today. That's awesome. I was kind of wondering at what point that was going to happen because it's been a minute since I've played the beginning of this game, and I was starting to feel a little fuzzy as far as like what order certain things came in. And so he's giving us the recipe for our campsite construction kit, which is great because once we're able to build that, that means that we can set up our campsite and oh my gosh, fingers crossed. I am so excited to get a camper. Like, we need some more villagers up in here, and the campsite is going to be super cool because for anybody that's new, every once in a while, I want to say it's like once every couple weeks or so, you'll get a random villager to show up at the campsite, and you get a chance at that point to decide if you want to invite them to live on your island. Or if you don't, if it's somebody that's, you know, unpleasant or undesirable, you don't have to ask them, but you get to play a little game with them. Usually it's a card game where you're guessing the color or suit of the card. And then if you win, then you get a chance to either invite them if you have an open plot, or they will choose someone randomly that's already living at your island to invite if there's no spots. So it's just kind of a nice way to refresh your villagers. You can see right now we're just basically getting our stuff out and constructing our campsite so that we can go place that. But yeah, it's pretty exciting. The campsite, I think, is pretty similar to some of the old games where you would see people coming to visit the camp. I guess it was like an RV sort of thing. I'm not as familiar. I didn't play a whole lot of Pocket Camp, and so I'm fairly new to any of the Animal Crossing things of the past, but this is this version of that, so I'm pretty excited. We'll have to decide where we want to put it. I'm thinking probably, let's take a look at our map. I'm thinking somewhere near the beach because I want to be able to move it if need be later as we start to get going with our actual decorating. So I'm thinking either all the way on the far right on our peninsula, or maybe on the far left, that side of the beach by that waterfall. I'm not really sure which, so I think we kind of just need to get an idea of which place is going to work, because once we start getting campers, it's something that you want to be able to get to fairly easily. So unfortunately, we have a river on each side, so either way I do it, we're going to need to build a bridge or something to get there, because having to go back and forth with a vaulting pool is getting pretty old. So here's our peninsula. Let's see how this looks. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I do want to see what it looks like before I make a decision. Okay, we're gonna have to move over. Bear with me here. Let's see what it looks like. Let me imagine it. Okay, pretty cute, pretty cute. I'm not sold on this location just because I think I might do some terraforming, connecting from where it is on the left all the way over to the peninsula. So I'm kind of hesitant to put it here because I know I'm probably gonna have to move it for sure if I put the campsite here. So I think what that means is I want to go all the way to the other side of the island, and see how it would look on the opposite end of the beach. There might be a little more potential, I think, over here on this side, to keep it here permanently. I don't know. I tend to move buildings a lot as I start to decorate and things come together. I know some people like to pre-plan everything out. I tend to go a little more off the cuff, so I think this might work out. Let's see if we can fit it here and if it's going to look like a good spot. It's kind of nice because it's right by this waterfall, so let's imagine it and see what it looks like. Cute! Okay, I think we're gonna go with this. What do you guys think? I'm thinking I like this better than the other spot. So this has, I think, more potential for being a permanent location than the other one. So yay, let's stick with this. All right, we've got our campsite to plot up. So let's see. I think we need to go back and talk to Tom again. This is a lot of back and forth today, unfortunately. So I apologize. We're just kind of doing this whole thing together. I just wanted to sort of capture how the whole beginning part of this game is, and once we sort of get through the storyline, we'll definitely get into more of the designing and going with our theme, stuff like that. But yeah, these early days are ones that if you haven't played for a while or you've been playing for a long time and you haven't reset your island, it's just fun because it's like a whole new start. So all right, so we found a spot for our campsite. Tomorrow we'll have our campsite. Yay! I don't know that we'll have our first camper yet, but we will definitely have our site up, so that's pretty cool. Let's see what we have to do next here. What should I do? Okay, so I don't think we're gonna have a visitor tomorrow. Maybe after that, I forget now. So anything we can do to improve the island, he says, place more decorations, plant flowers, do some weeding. So it sounds like we still have some work cut out for us before we can get to at least 3 stars. Let's build a bridge, I think. If we have our campsite over way on the other side of that river and it's not in the central location, I feel like we're gonna need a bridge because running back and forth with a pole is just not working. So it's not gonna come cheaply, he says. Yeah, no kidding. That's the truth. If you haven't figured it out yet, for anybody that's new, this game is solely paid for on your shoulders and your the sweat of your brow. So they sort of give you the idea that everyone's going to pitch in, but it usually just ends up being you. I guess that's probably different if you're a person that has an island with multiple actual players, but since it's just me playing on this island, it's all me. So let's take a look at what we've got here. Lots of different options. I love the brick bridge, the iron bridge. The Zen bridges are totally my favorite, but I think for a rustic island, let's go with this wooden bridge. Yay, okay. So he gives us our bridge marker kit, and he's just explaining that we have to place it somewhere near a river. They will not let you use a bridge kit to connect land, which is too bad because, hey, I feel like that would be a really great feature to incorporate in the future. Nintendo, if you're out there, we would love to have bridges that connect land. I know there's a lot of super creative ways that people have done it, and I love all of the different custom designs I've seen out there to do creative land bridges, either with logs or, I've seen some really cool train bridges that are just sort of ways that people have been super creative to use custom codes. But yeah, it'd be cool to be able to use these to connect land, but unfortunately it's got to be a river, water. So I think we're going to put one over here. This is the river that connects us from the main part of the land over to where our campsite is that we just placed. So I think for now this is going to be the most convenient choice. We'll definitely need one on the other side eventually, but since most of the stuff we're working with now is either central in the main area and now across to where the campsite is, I think this is going to be a good pick. Hooray! Okay, my phone is ringing. This is the first bridge we've done, so let's see. Yep, we found a great spot, Tom. Lloid, okay. So this is Lloid. He's a cute little gyroid guy. Anybody that's played the old games will be super familiar with gyroids, and so far this is really the only way that Animal Crossing has incorporated gyroids in this game so far. I'm pretty surprised actually, but he's pretty cute. He's got his little arms going because he's so excited. So I feel like we're gonna talk to him and we need to make a donation, and as I'm doing this, he says 168,000. We have 0 bells, which is lovely, isn't it? I don't know why, but I picture him saying that super sarcastic, like, so far we have 0 bells. That's just lovely, isn't it? But I'm sure it's not meant to be that. I don't know, it's just where my mind goes, I guess. Okay, so we've got some money now. I didn't have enough in my pockets, so I went and got some money from Resident Services, and we're gonna go ahead and donate. So I can imagine anybody that's first starting out, I know I struggled the very first time I played this game. It would take a lot longer to build a bridge than just overnight. So if you're out there and you're first starting, don't be discouraged. Sometimes it can be a lot to drop 168,000 bells, but it's totally worth it, even if it takes you a week or two. Luckily we were able to do it, so we should have a bridge tomorrow, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to it. It's a step in the right direction, and yeah, so hooray for a new bridge. Well guys, I think that's all we have for today. We got a new Resident Services and a bridge coming, so I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I hope you're enjoying this series and our journey through Everbell. Wishing you a great day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!